On that note, the last one I've got for you, Ryan, is clearly this winter the Mariners are going to have a long look in the mirror about how they're going to improve this hitting philosophy organizationally. Where in the world do they start if you were to take your best guess?
Animal sacrifice. Just live chickens, goats.
That's a Bull Durham. That's a good Bull Durham poll.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. You can't. If the reputation of this organization is it's a bad place to hit, has that changed? It's made it worse. Yeah. Maybe they. I was half joking, but I think we'll see the batter's eye straightened out next year with a different kind of paint color on it than, that they've talked about. But
seriously,
I do think they'll adjust the batter's eye. Yeah, I think they will a little bit. So the old batter's eye had trees out there. Mm-hmm. In that area, that open area, and they had trees and they wanted to grow firs. It's like at Cheney Stadium, but they all died. So then, you don't have anything. So they put this, and the stuff they have on there is supposed to be like this space age, stuff to block out sun and make it so it doesn't reflect. But it doesn't seem like that because the players all say it reflects. So I don't know. I mean, can't really move the fences in. I don't think. I guess they could, but your pitching staff benefits from it. And there's just not a lot of good hitters on the market. It's I think we all know they're not going to be in the market for Juan Soto. And then you look at the free agent class, it's not great.
Santander?
Yeah, Santander. I mean, and I guess where he's hitting at now, it's not exactly super friendly. So, I mean, they've tried it. They've called on Tony Taters several times. Baltimore wanted to keep him. Yeah, I mean, I think I know where you're going. Are they going to have to trade one of these pitchers to get a hitter? Yes. There's no other probably. There is no other way to get an elite hitter to sign here. Either you grossly overpay, which I think we know they aren't going to do because they don't have any money supposedly, or you trade one of those five and then sign a pitcher and build your rotation that way. Mm-hmm. And so, and you have to ask some hard questions. Is Logan Gilbert going to re-sign with this team? Is he going to sign an extension? Because he's making 4 this year. That means he's going to make roughly 8 to 9 next year. And then 14 if he stays healthy. He gets real expensive. George will make 4 or 5 next year. Cal's going to make 5 next year at least, probably 6. So, do they trade one of those? Or do you just trade Castillo, who's got a locked-in contract? You don't have the ups and downs of arbitration. But at the same time, these guys are gonna throw more innings than any other rotation in baseball when it's all said and done. If they stay healthy. I mean, make every start basically other than Wu. I mean, do you think that happens next year? I mean, I don't know.
I can't believe it's happened in 2 of 3 years because it happened in 22 and now it's happened in 24 outside of Wu.
Yeah, so it's where do they go?
Yeah.
We said today, we were watching the Orioles game. Do you trade Logan for Colton Cowser and another guy? I mean...
So this actually wasn't where I was going, but now that you bring it up, we've talked about this. And honestly, we talked about the idea of Castillo more than the others just because older, he's not really making that much when you compare what his contract is to a lot of the pitchers that'll be on the market. And we talked about Baltimore. Could you get somebody back, one of those young hitters, for him? And then you essentially, to your point, you sign a veteran to a 1-year deal, and you hope by mid-season of next year one of Logan Evans, Brandon Garcia, et cetera, is ready, and then they take that 5 spot.
No, that's because that's the one thing you do is you believe that your developmental aspect of your organization, which has been so strong on the pitching side, that you can offset that. Yeah, it's going to hurt, and it's in the common sense optics area, it's not going to look great, but I think people don't realize how difficult it is to get hitters here. I mean, and we don't really even know what direction they're going to go this offseason. What if they say, well, we can't add any more money, so you got to do payroll flexibility and create some stuff. I mean, if that's the case, they'll trade Randy this offseason and try and piece it together because he's going to make a lot of money next year. He's going to make 12. So, I mean, do they exercise the option on Polanco at 12? Mitch is going to make 16 next year. So it's they don't add more money, if they say to Jerry, look, we're not adding you money, where are you going to get a hitter at then if you can't add money? Even if you could take out a contract, because like the club controlled hitters, nobody really wants to trade those if they don't have to. Are you going to, is Tyler Locklear going to fix it? Probably not. So they're in a weird spot because like their position player prospects, even as good as they are, they're still a couple of years away, especially the ones with the sort of offensive impact. I think we all like Cole Young and what he can be, but even then, like, do you view him as an impact, 20 homer, 790 OPS guy? Probably not right now. Eventually he will be, but I don't know.
Yeah. The three we always talk about before I let TJ go in terms of like the real offensive impact, at least the three the two of us talk about, Emerson, Montez, Celestine, like they're a ways away.
Yeah.
So
I mean, look at how much Montez struggled when he got to Modesto or to Everett for a bit. It's starting to self-correct, but Double A is going to be that much harder, and everything else. But they don't have the best track record of developing hitters, anyways. And how they bring them up. So, I mean, Julio's the exception, but it took Cal a while. Jared, obviously. I just don't know where they get offense from, because if you just run it back with, I guess if you ran it back with this team next year, where do you think they're at?
Well, I guess
offensively.
You have to,
Well, just in general. Because you expect some regression from the starting pitcher because it just can't carry.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'd also like to believe. Yeah, I guess I'd
wins
also.
probably.
What'd you say, TJ?
85 wins, I would guess.
That's what they were this year, projection-wise, right?
Yeah. Well, I would say a little bit of progression on the hitting side because they can't possibly be worse.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of regression in the starting rotation probably balances out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you think that obviously Julio will probably be better next year. JP will probably be better if he stays healthy, because they had career down years.
Right.
Cal, who knows? He's really good this year. Then you have Garver, Haniger, Randy. I don't know. And you still have a problem at third base and first base, your power positions. And if you don't allow the money, so then you're looking at Locklear in some form of a platoon again at third base. I don't know.